I know. I said I'm going to make my Super Bowl picks. I'm going to take my time out to try and predict who's going to make it to the Super Bowl. Now, I said I was going to do it, and I am, because in the great words of Heath Ledger's Joker, I'm a man of my word. But I never said that I was going to make a prediction of who I think is going to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hold on to that. Now, you say what you will, because when you hear my pick, you're going to be like, I could probably guess who he's going to pick to win it. Okay? So, we'll just see how that plays out. From the AFC, I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers to get back to the Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger and that offense. It's a juggernaut, and Ben looks great. He's been looking great. The offensive line is shored up. They got the running back position sewed up. They brought in D'Angelo Williams to stay behind him. Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get a good bulk of touches early on, of course, because Le'Veon's suspended for the first two games. And I think as a backup, he'll D'Angelo will do good as long as he can stay healthy, because that was his problem in Carolina. That and that pink hair. Now, that pink hair. Um, the defense, it's not perfect. But let's look at the rest of the AFC real quick, okay? The other teams that I think will be maybe a problem. First of all, I don't think the Ravens are going to make it this year, so I'm not worried about them. Denver, okay? I think Denver takes a small step back. They're a wild card to me this year. They're a wild card team, and I'm not worried about them. Kansas City, no, let me go back. I don't want to say I'm not worried about them, because anytime you have Peyton on the squad, anything can happen. But we do know that in the playoffs, Peyton isn't always Peyton. So Kansas City, I do have them winning their division this year, but I don't think they're ready to go all the way to the Super Bowl with this team. Okay, the Colts. The Colts are an interesting team. A lot of people are picking them to make it to the Super Bowl. I feel like they're climbing that ladder, but I'm still not ready to pick them yet, because I think that if they get matched up against Ben and the Steelers, it's going to be fireworks. Neither defense is spectacular, and the Colts do have an elite corner, but I'm still gonna go ahead and pick the Steelers, because I like the weapons. To me, are better. Over there in Indy, they got some more veteran guys. They're pretty reliable. Andre Johnson, Frank Gore. You know what I'm saying? But when you got Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Martavis Bryant, and Marcus Wheaton are dynamic, dynamic. I think it would have to be a shootout, and I'm trusting Ben Roethlisberger to come through in that scenario more than I'm ready to trust Andrew Luck right now, even though I love Andrew. The Patriots. I love the Patriots. I love Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. That's my dude. Most of the time nowadays, I either only call him Edward or I call him Patrick. Just because I do stuff like that. Don't judge me. But their defense took a step back, obviously. No more Will Fork. I know he's older, but he's a load in there. He's a load in the middle when it comes to run defense, okay? You got to account for him. He's gone. No Revis. No Browner. So you lost your lockdown corners that you had on the outside that allowed Belichick to do a lot more creative things with his defense, because he wasn't that worried about the receivers on the outside. I think not having that is going to force them to, take that step back. And if they have to go up against Roethlisberger, like I said, with those weapons, I think it will be crucial. In the NFC, I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't know that they're ready to win a Super Bowl, but I think that they have the firepower, they have the special teams, they're well rounded. Last year had one of the best front sevens in football, top five, and we'll have that again, a top five front seven in football. The problem was the back end on the defensive side. Now you bring in Byron Maxwell, you bring in Walter Thurman. Byron Maxwell is more of the known name, but Walter Thurman in camp and everything you hear and from what you see, he's very opportunistic. He seems to always be around the ball. He makes plays. You know, Malcolm Jenkins is a veteran back there. He was the one bright spot last year on the team in the secondary, and he was retained. I like that. The other spot is going to be held down. The other corner spot is going to be held down by Nolan Carroll. Now I'm a little on the slot. You know, who's going to be covering that slot position. But we'll see how that unfolds. It could be the rookie Eric Rowe. It could be EJ Biggers. It could be one of these other guys who don't have a name yet in the NFL. But even with what I've outlined already for you, because Nolan Carroll has been a starter already and he's been the standout guy in the Eagles camp, we shall see. We shall see. Because the offense, with all the weapons, is going to be dynamic. You talk about the lack of receivers that they may have because you don't know some of these guys. Jordan Matthews is nice. He's a beast. Okay. Nelson Aguilar, he has beast potential because he has the athleticism, he has the hands, the breakout speed. Now, another thing though is we have the veterans like Riley Cooper, we have the veterans like Miles Austin, but Darren Sproles, being that we have DeMarco Murray and Ryan Matthews, we have to try to get everybody touches. And with a guy like Sproles and his talents, you got to try to give him the ball. So he's going to be used in the slot, in the passing game a lot more. And we know that he's a nightmare to cover. This offense, as long as Bradford can stay upright, and I think they will because he's never had this many weapons to help get the ball out quick. And this line, this offensive line, as we talked about Dallas earlier, was rated the second best offensive line in football last year. Okay, this is a strong unit, and we're going to put up points. The special teams is going to be great, like it was last year, one of the tops in the league in terms of scoring points and just overall efficiency. And the defense with the top five front seven and a slightly improved secondary, I think it would be a problem to contend with for any team coming out of the NFC. Every team has its questions, but when I look at the well-roundedness of the teams, I think that the Eagles at this point have that on lock, and that's why I'm picking them to come out of the NFC this year. Whew.